Okay. This game. Okay, let's see, what do we do now?
Salvete, are you looking for a book?
Claudius Tranquillus. He's dead.
Okay, so it looks like he got assassinated. What are you doing here?
Me? I was just passing by. Unfortunately, I could not save this old man.
You're not fooling anyone. You murdered Tranquillus.
What possible motive could I have? Your accusation is ridiculous.
We're not going to get away with this.
With what? Look, I'd love to stay and chat with you, but I have duties elsewhere. Now that this Egypt matter seems settled, it is time for us to pack up. See you in Rome.
Okay, that sucks.
Away, Legate! Your home welcomes you and both of your victorious legions.
Oh, we're back in Rome. Okay. Thank you, but the victory feels hollow. We could not save the proconsul.
Death comes to us all eventually. All we can do is delay it. Sometimes not even that is possible.
I didn't expect to see you here again. Shouldn't you be a praetor by now?
Leave ambition to my brothers. This is a comfortable post close to home and well paid too. I'm sure you have a lot of things to discuss before you disband. Let me know when you're ready to proceed.
Okay, I guess let's level up our characters. Okay, so for the bleeder, let's make him more nimble. And for this guy, poisoner. As for hunter, let's go with, I guess, I was gonna do steady hands, but I guess not. For Gordio, what should we do? What kind of skill should we give Gordio? Curse is really good. This guy, Vigilant, okay. Okay, the spoils of war. Time to talk to everyone.
Last time we stood here with a legion, we had Lucullus with us.
A lot of things will be harder now that he's gone.
I know he was your Patronus, but the man was like a father to me.
We will avenge him.
We will. I will.
I know I don't like Rome, but you seem particularly glum today.
I hate to be back in this shithole of shit.
Don't be like that. It's still your home. Home is what we make of it.
Maybe you're right. I just think everyone will be better off without me.
Will you disappear again?
I don't know yet. There's a lot I need to take care of.
Let me know if you need saving this time. I'd like to return the favor.
I'll let you know if I suddenly turn into a damsel in distress.
All in all, this expedition wasn't that bad, was it?
Not really sure about that. We have denied Lurko the control of Egypt, but we also made him look like a hero.
It feels like all the gods are against us.
The gods can't even keep their own houses in order. We're alive, and that's what matters.
You could move in with me, you know? I would love to have you close.
It's tempting. I can't say it wouldn't be nice to have a home here again. With you. Let me try to clean out some of the skeletons in my closet first. Then if everything works out somehow, we can talk about this again.
Okay.
Is it time?
You seem eager to return to Rome.
I've told you before. It is this idleness that bothers me. Can't we just quickly go in? I have things to do.
Shouldn't a warrior also learn to wait?
Only if it leads to something. I don't like standing here and wasting time.
Any plans for the upcoming days?
I'll take it easy. This campaign made me realize there is a lot to learn. And while Sinaros is a great magister, it is impossible for him to teach me everything. But he said if he teaches me how to fish, my problems will be solved.
To fish. Are you sure you heard him correctly?
Perhaps I misunderstood. I am already skilled at fishing. But Magister rarely turns out to be wrong, so I am intrigued.
Did you like this expedition?
Of course, what's not to like? We are the scourge of Egypt. We have slain all of our foes. They shall sing our names for years to come. I know you are not entirely happy about being saved by Lurko. Do not worry, though. Vengeance will be ours. Patience is the sharpest weapon of a hunter.
You are right. We shall have patience.
And strike when the time is ripe.
You seem lost in thought.
Recent events are making me think about the way we're approaching our long-term problems. No matter what we do, our opponent seems to retain the upper hand.
It is depressing, isn't it? We've won, yet he still managed to make himself look like a hero.
This is the second time he's accomplished the same trick. I think we now know the way he plays the game. We're clearly not playing by the same rules. It's for this reason that the game is not fair.
What do you propose?
We stop playing fair. Consider the Rubicon. No legatus is allowed to keep their command inside the Pomerium. The Legion shall always disband here, beyond these predefined borders. So it is written, so it shall be done.
The consequences of breaking such a foundational law would be severe.
Of course, because the law threatens obliteration, everyone obeys it, and everyone expects it to be obeyed. That makes us predictable. This is how Lurko always wins. He knows what our possible moves are, so he prepares himself accordingly. He plans for both outcomes, and controls the result either way. Now, consider the results of a commander crossing the Rubicon with his legion, ignoring the ancient law and the tradition.
You think we should not disband the Legion?
Certainly not. I was simply using as an example the absurdity of the notion, and the fact that Rome would be helpless against such a legion were it to just march through. Lurko exploits our adherence to established norms and patterns. As long as we're playing the same game, he wins.
Then perhaps we should change the rules.
It is an idea worth considering, but we should be careful about it, lest we become predictable in our rule-breaking.
Are looking forward to returning to the bathhouse.
My frail bones are in dire need of warm water and a well-executed massage. But I also have an interesting meeting to attend.
A meeting with a lovely lady, I assume.
Indeed. A lady who allegedly knows the solution to the one formula of Pythagoras.
Which one?
The one formula. The solution to all that was, all there is, and all there ever will be. Pythagoras famously believed that what we perceive is a mere reflection of a world of numbers, a world of conditions and formulaic instructions, a construct or a mere representation of a true reality that could easily be derived from one formula. He who knows the formula knows all.
Right, and you think this lady who knows all there is to know is willing to share this formula with you in a bathhouse?
I have little to lose.
What do you think about our deeds in Africa?
Egypt represents a clear victory. With Cleopatra out of the picture, the Senate can surely be persuaded to grant rulership of the area to you.
Unless Lurko has another trick up his sleeve.
I do think he will try to present our victory as his, thereby solidifying his claim for consulship. It is unlikely they would let him have Egypt, though.
Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Let's get this over with.
What's bothering you?
Where to even start? I served with Lucullus for the majority of my life. In a way, he turned me into the man I am today. In return, I caused his death. He would have been alive today if we hadn't delayed our departure for the sake of fixing my mistakes. Nothing but a disappointment.
You've never disappointed me. You're almost like the brother I never had.
And you are more of a sibling to me than my own little brother. It is comforting to know I have never disappointed you. But somehow I feel like I have failed in that big quest that is my life. I should have been more important, more significant.
You talk like you're at the edge of your grave.
Who's to say that I'm not? Lucullus certainly didn't see it coming.
What's your plan now, Marcellus Vipsanius?
Probably, but not for the reasons you might think.
What reason do you think that I might think?
You think I'll go there and drink myself into a torpor?
What is the reason then?
Let's just say I have an outstanding debt. The kind you can't pay back with denarii.
This campaign went well, don't you think?
It certainly ended better than it started. It's a shame the Queen did not survive. Nevertheless, I wish we were able to save Lucullus. If only we had departed a day earlier.
There was no way to know.
You're probably right. Still, that makes me wonder. There's something I need to handle now that we're back. I may call on you if I need your help, but hopefully it won't come to that.
Okay.
Do not worry. I will not ask to live with you again this time. There is important thing I must do anyway.
What may that be?
I need to find man who killed my sister, Silvius.
What makes you so sure he's still here?
Habron said he is important member of Collegium Bacchus. If he is not here, he has cause to return at least. And when he does, I will be waiting.
What will you do when you find him?
I am not sure yet. I will see what he does when he is found.
If you need me, I will help you in any way I can.
It is best to not involve you, but thank you for offering.
Good luck, and don't get yourself into too much trouble.
I will.
Okay. Now that we're done chatting with everyone, let's head over. Time to disband the Legion.
Time to disband, Legate?
Indeed, let us be warriors no longer.
You will always be a warrior at heart. Now it's time to be a citizen.
Today's augury casts doubt and confusion. I bring forth the following relatio, the result of which is to be decided per discretionem no later than the sun disappears beyond the horizon.
Okay, I'm gonna remain silent.
Today's relatio presented itself and is thus natural. There shall be an assignment of territory and responsibility.
Thanks to you, Egypt is presently without a ruler. With the unfortunate demise of the proconsul of Africa, there's an obvious question of control.
Okay, I will remain silent.
The issue is of the utmost importance, and the candidate, I believe, is obvious. The only question is, does the conqueror of Egypt wish to shoulder this responsibility?
Naturally, I have made myself deserving of this promotion by conquering said land.
Indeed. Doesn't conquest imply a decisive victory? I believe it was thanks to Vitellius Lurco that you were victorious. Am I wrong?
Vitellius Lurco's contributions cannot go ignored. However, to attribute the victory entirely to him would be disregarding my own victory.
How is this unlike the events that unfolded during the Asia campaign? You and Lucullus coming to my so-called rescue.
We came to your help as it was our duty. Vitellius Lurco wasn't even supposed to be there.
That is true. But fortunately, we were there.
I can see no difference. Lurco claimed victory in Egypt the same way you claimed victory in Chalcedon. I believe he should be the proconsul.
I am honored. But with all due respect, I am not ready for such responsibility. I can think of someone who would be perfect for this position. A commander whose deeds were regretfully disregarded previously. Aurelius Cotta.
Excellent choice. Yet one that is less qualified than the commander of Legio Victrix.
How do you explain the death of the Egyptian queen, though? Was that an ideal solution?
She presented a great risk and had to be eliminated.
A decisive mind is the primary trait of a proconsul, I believe. What matters is the decision made and the consequence, both currently in favor of Rome.
A positive outcome doesn't necessarily mean the action was justified.
Much to my regret, it seems the Senate favors Vitellius Lurco's candidate.
Okay, but I deserve to be the proconsul.
Clearly the Senate disagrees. Don't worry, this is not the end. With you in Rome, I'm sure we'll see each other more.
How is that possible?
Today's augury casts doubt and confusion. I bring forth the following relatio, the result of which is to be decided per discretionem no later than the sun disappears beyond the horizon.
Okay, I'll remain silent.
Today's relatio presented itself and is thus natural. There shall be an assignment of territory and responsibility.
Thanks to you, Egypt is presently without a ruler. With the unfortunate demise of the proconsul of Africa, there's an obvious question of control.
Having conquered the area myself, I expect to be given that honor.
In this case, honor comes with a lot of responsibility. Being the proconsul of Egypt could severely limit your options.
Perhaps, but it will also provide me with resources, not to mention political prestige.
That is true, providing you know how to exploit those advantages. To be honest, the Populares are impressed. To them, leaving Egypt in the hands of a potentially dangerous queen seemed like a terrible strategy. And your idea of creating a legion right there out of the local population was a deciding factor.
What?
It also appears like you were a bit in over your head, and Vitellius Lurco had to move in and save you. That action looks equally unorthodox and possibly more daring and selfless. No matter what, I expect Vitellius Lurco to make a play for proconsulship.
Does he have a leg to stand on?
Whether his rhetoric holds sway depends largely on you.
Silence! Let only those who are of consequence speak. The appointment of a proconsul is to be decided. The issue is of the utmost importance, and the candidate, I believe, is obvious. The only question is, does the conqueror of Egypt wish to shoulder this responsibility?
Naturally, I have made myself deserving of this promotion by conquering said land.
Indeed. Doesn't conquest imply a decisive victory? I believe it was thanks to Vitellius Lurco that you were victorious. Am I wrong?
You are not. I thank him for his unending support, but I doubt he would want a proconsulship so far away from Rome.
There is no need to thank me. We all fight and die in the name of Rome. Legatus is correct, though. I cannot request such an important station.
If that's the case, it is settled, I guess. I demand to be appointed as the proconsul of Egypt.
A proconsul is possibly the most important official of a region. Do you possess the calm demeanor, an unshakable sense of justice the position demands?
Naturally, my actions speak for themselves.
Having formed quite a solid opinion of you, I find the testimony of your actions unconvincing, I'm afraid.
Much to my regret, it seems the Senate favors Vitellius Lurko's candidate.
So I conquered Africa, and they're not going to give it to me. But I deserve to be the proconsul.
Clearly the Senate disagrees. Don't worry, this is not the end. With you in Rome, I'm sure we'll see each other more.
Okay, that is bullshit.
Salve. I see you're on your way out. Glad I caught you.
Senator, to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
I wish I could say I was just dropping by for a cordial visit. However, I was in fact asked to come here by your friend. Julia Callida has got herself into a great deal of trouble, and she has beseeched me to lend her my legal counsel.
If Khalida needs our aid, I will gladly give it. What is she asking of me?
I told her I would represent her as a favor to you, if you are willing to owe me. For reasons that will become apparent, your friend is forced to maintain a low profile at the moment. She has chosen a discreet meeting spot near the market. Please meet us there today, and she will explain the details of her predicament.
Okay, fine. Let's go to streaks.
Did you hear? We have taken control of Egypt. Free medical advice. I am well trained.
Now, if the bread continues to be stale, we have only our own bakers to blame.
Is your back giving you trouble? My wife is a trained masseuse. Salve, Legate. Welcome back. Is there anything you need?
I think I'm good.
My cousin was at Alexandria, you know, on one of Vitellius Lurko's ships.
How did they manage to take the city?
The ships arrived just in the nick of time. Apparently the legions were nearly routed.
Okay, what's this? Sex's daughter.
Salve, Domine. How can I be of assistance?
You must be one of Sextus's daughters.
That's right. Do you know my father?
I was his commander in the war against Egypt and Greece, for that matter.
Oh, that's right. He's told us a lot about you. Please wait here. I'll go get him.
Legate, it's good to see you out of your uniform again. How is civilian life treating you this time?
Well enough, I suppose. I want to see if you had returned to your smithy.
Indeed I have. My family must eat.
Your daughter seems like a lovely young woman.
She is. She is the youngest of the clutch. I tell her she should find a nice rich patrician boy to marry, but she insists she enjoys helping me sell what I make.
How is business?
It has been better, but it has also been worse. There will always be people in need of horseshoes and kitchen pots.
What have you told your family about me?
Only the best things. You are held in great esteem in my household.
Let me be a patron of your workshop. What will you make me?
For you, it would have to be something prestigious. Tell me, have you heard of a Parazonium?
The dagger worn by great commanders, which confers the aura of courage?
The very same. You have managed just fine through 2 campaigns without it, but if nothing else, I'd say you've earned the right to wield such a blade. What say you? I can sell you one that you'll be proud to show off.
Am I allowed to wield such a weapon within the Pomerium?
It's a symbol of prestige more than anything. Jewelry for a great soldier.
Sure.
To tell you the truth, I have one almost finished. It was ordered for the scion of another patrician house who was going to be a tribunus under Crassus. The young fool bedded the wrong girl and was stripped of his military commission, and the order was cancelled. If you'll wait for an hour, I will personalize it for you and finish the work. Ah, good, you're back. The Parazonium is finished. I engraved your initials on the hilt and got it nice and sharp for you. A well-tempered and carburized blade, if I do say so myself.
Does this really grant me an aura of courage?
In a manner of speaking. As long as the men believe it, they will fight all the fiercer when you are near.
Great, you do great work. I would like to purchase your shop.
Thank you, but it's not for sale. If you ever go to war again, I'll be with you. But here in Rome, I prefer my freedom. It was good to see you again, Legate. But if that'll be all, I must get back to work.
Okay, great. Let's see. Grants the boisterous presence. Ability which prevents... Okay. I'm gonna keep this dagger with me, just in case.
You look like you've been sleeping poorly. Is something wrong?
It's kind of you to ask. My husband has fallen ill.
That's right, you told me last time we met. Has he not improved?
He's only got worse. We had to leave him with the Medici at the clinic.
I'm so sorry. I will pray for him at the Temple of Apollo Medicus tonight.
Finally! Mecasta! I was starting to think you wouldn't come.
There he is, the man of the hour.
I need your help. They will kill me. I need someone to defend me at the court tomorrow.
Slow down, what happened?
It's a long story. What do you want to know?
I know you have been on the run for a long time now. What exactly was your crime?
Feels like a lifetime ago. Before I joined the Legion, I killed my husband.
You were married?
Not by choice. But I was pretty, I guess. And that represented a political opportunity for my father. He never liked the fact that I was interested in men's things. He thought marriage would, in his words, tame me. As if I'm a wild animal needing to be domesticated.
You have but one life. You should live it the way you want to.
It's not that easy. No matter how far I try to run, my past keeps catching up with me. Julius Calidus is a warrior of renown in the Legion, and he has slain countless men. He's a hero. Julia Calida has slain only one man. She is a murderer. And whenever I enter Rome, I turn back into Julia, the husband killer.
How did your husband die?
He was an extremely controlling man. I couldn't leave the villa except in his company. Everything about how I dressed, who was allowed to visit me, all was decided by him. I couldn't live that way. We fought about it all the time. One of those fights took place atop the grand staircase. It got very heated. I pushed him.
So it really was just an accident.
I wish I could tell you he died for a better reason. That he was a criminal, or that it was some grand conspiracy, or even just that he was hitting me. But his cruelty was of a much more insidious sort. And to the people of Rome, his was a perfectly acceptable way to treat his wife.
Will your family not support you?
This whole thing is their fault. When my brother Aulus finally invited me to dinner, I thought everything was going to be fine.
But they actually lured you into a trap?
Not exactly. They were setting me up for another marriage. Can you believe it? Everything was fine at first, and Aulus was speaking up for me. Now that my father is dead, he is pater familias after all. Then suddenly, this ridiculous mule walks in. Burienus Crispus.
I hate that kind of surprise.
I didn't even expect that kind of surprise.
That's a common characteristic of surprises.
Who exactly will kill you?
Rome. Look. I am a murderer. And I thought we were over this with my family, but...
They disagree?
Pretty much. The moment I refused this new marriage they set up for me, Mother turned me in. I barely escaped.
Your mother turned you in? That's messed up.
Thank you. I hadn't noticed. Any other brilliant observations you want to share with the class?
Your emotions are understandably frayed, Domina. But please do remember who your friends are in this trying time.
I believe I know everything. The question is, how can I help?
There will be a hearing tomorrow where they will try me for the murder of my late husband. I may be sentenced to death. I need Cicero to advocate on my behalf.
Of course we can help, right, Cicero? Cicero?
Matricide. It's a difficult situation. Was he a particularly cruel man?
Not by Roman standards.
I would certainly not use that line in front of the public. Please answer my question.
He was a bit full of himself, but actually he didn't really do anything bad to me.
He didn't even whip you a little bit?
You think he could have?
Indeed not. A pity. This makes defense difficult.
We should probably smuggle you out of the city then, Kalita.
Maybe you're right. But then I will be on the run for the rest of my life.
How much would it take to get Kalita off the hook, Cicero?
A great deal. You would be in my debt. It's a very complex case, and success is not guaranteed.
What if we get married?
What?
True. Of course, it doesn't matter legally if you're married or not. But correct me if I'm wrong, it's Callida's family who stands as her accusers. The reason for their outrage doesn't seem to be the untimely death of her late husband, but her refusal to remarry to someone equally wealthy and powerful. If you get married to each other, though, well, you are certainly wealthy, and your political star is clearly rising.
Do you want to do this?
This is not the way I imagined you'd ask the question, but, of course I want this.
An unexpected solution to the problem. Congratulations. Have a happy marriage.
Okay, wow. Now let's do this one. Amazon Distress.
Clean linen for bandages? Fresh medicinal herbs?
The great Gaeso Quinctius Aquilinus. Your reputation precedes you. They tell me you're here on business. So, let's discuss business.
I want to release one of your survey.
A curious demand based on nothing at all. You seem to have an inexplicable soft spot for this girl. Curiously, I don't think you even know her name.
You were mistaken. I do remember. Her name is Lucia. She's the mother of my child.
I see. That sounds very important indeed. She must be quite valuable to you. This sets the price at an extremely high level. Too high for you, I'm afraid.
Try me.
I'd rather not. I would, however, gladly negotiate with that patrician friend of yours. His vineyard has risen to quite a bit of fame over these past few years. The chance to make a competitor go bankrupt. Now, that is valuable to me.
I will set it for him, but he might not be here for some time. He's a busy man.
I have both money and time. Salve, Legate. I hope you have been informed as to the nature of our potential transaction.
Before we begin, a word about your wine.
Go ahead.
It's among my favorites. I hope to one day match its quality.
Oh. Well, I must admit, your own wine has been improving steadily since you took control of your family's business. In fact, I'm thinking I can be persuaded to part with Lucia, the sewer in question, in exchange for, say, half your vineyards. How does that sound?
What? That is insane! It's not a fair price for anything! Surely you won't go ahead with this, Legate.
Sure.
You do? Hush, Aquilinus. The grown-ups are talking. My clerk will write up the papers at once. As soon as you sign, the girl is yours.
The girls, you mean? I want my daughter as well.
You do?
What you want, my dear Aquilinus, is of no consequence. I have the one sewer for sale, and that's it. I have no intention of selling the little one.
Look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. It's your choice.
I see. And let me guess. The easy way is I just hand over my valuable assets to you for nothing. And the hard way is what? You attack me in my own villa?
Actually, it's the other way around. Ending your life right now would be really easy for me.
What are you doing? I can't... This would lower us to his level. It would turn us into criminals.
Let's kill this arse-faced donkey first and talk about it later.
Stupid move. There are only 2 of you, and no time for regrets.
Okay, let's see. This guy is unarmed. Okay, let's see. This guy can do a death blow. There we go. Done.
By Jupiter. What have we done? We have killed a citizen of Rome.
I'm sorry, there was no other way to save your family.
Maybe. Or maybe there was. There had to be.
Please don't be so harsh on yourselves, Dominique. You've saved my life today. And the life of my daughter.
I hope you're right, Lucia. Go pick your girl up and take her to my friend's villa.
As you wish, Dominus.
Just Kaiser, please. Thank you for being here for me.
Okay, great. Let's see. The third man, Dinara, must infiltrate. Let's go here. Wow.
Hercules! What have you done? Silvius! Who are you? Why did you kill that man?
You know who I am.
I assure you I do not. Why have you come here?
You and your friend once killed a girl named Tusa and enslaved her sister. Do you not remember?
Well, that does not sound like something I would do. How long ago was this?
What is this place? Who are you people?
We're just a group of regular citizens who gather regularly to enjoy the finer things in life. Nobody is hurt, I swear on Juno Caprotina. The women are here by their own choice.
What you do here is illegal, is it not?
The Senate has outlawed our gatherings, it's true, but only because they don't understand. They've given in to populist sentiment and slanderous rumors, that's all. Nothing we do here is wrong.
By Ahura Mazda, you really don't remember.
Listen, I'm certain we can come to some sort of agreement. You are bereaved. Do you seek compensation?
I seek vengeance.
Get your hands off me! The bitch killed Silvius. She's mad. Stop her.
You want to try me too? I will kill you all if I must.
Okay, that's a lot of enemies. Okay, what's this? Applied stun to all enemies. Maybe when they actually get close. Okay, so they're actually all civilians, so I actually could attack them many times. Okay, stab him. Furious. Reset cooldown of all skills every time the character kills an enemy. Okay. Guy naked? Okay, so there's only 3 left. One, two, three, four. There's actually 4 of them, okay.
Save yourselves!
Okay, let's see.
Last one! Let us be done with this.
Oh, there's money. What is this? Looks like it's an axe. The Scythian heirloom passed from money to dollar for generations. Each hit mirrors 20% of damage dealt to another adjacent enemy character. Okay, I think I want this one actually. Oh, slow up.
I would never. Find your clothes and get out.
Well, we certainly are making a lot of money. It's no time to sit down. Okay, so now this is end Act 2.
Stable master had 2 horses in need of new shoes. Go with him to see Sextus, near the Forum, tomorrow.
Okay, who's in here?
Our personal supply of Darkest Rose is almost depleted. Shall I send for a few more barrels from the vineyard? If they have any left. It is becoming a rare commodity these days.
We still have some reserved for this household, I believe. I'll ask them.
Oh, what's this? A knife?
Have a nice day.
Just in case.
We are being summoned to appear at the court. You have committed a criminal offense, or so they claim.
What crime? I didn't do anything?
Both things can be true. Our actions sometimes cause harm to society, yet we may be unaware. Or perhaps you're being wrongfully accused. Only one way to find out.
Who claims that?
Someone must have suffered because of something you did. Frankly, there's no way to know unless we visit the magistrate.
Do we have to go?
If we want to defend ourselves, certainly. To be technical, they cannot reach a decision in our absence. But lately, they have started interpreting silence as acceptance. I say it is best to be on the safe side. It is best not to ignore these things. The court may think of your silence as an acceptance of guilt. If you find yourself near the Forum, you should talk to the magistrate. I will meet you there.
What do you think Lurko will do next?
Despite all of our efforts, he did really position himself well politically. I would not be surprised to see him become a consul soon.
That would be a disaster.
Then we should get ready for a disaster of epic proportions.
We killed Marcellus Vipsanius. Kaiso will take over his winehouse.
I certainly wish you had found a less illegal and immoral way to eliminate our chief competitor. But I will accept that this can only be good for business. Kaiser will make a good business partner, I believe. We will supply him well with our finest wine and give him the best possible conditions to succeed. Domine.
Indeed. Okay, let's talk to her.
Don't feel too down about not getting the proconsul position, my dear. It would have been a great boon for our family, but it'll be nice to have you home with me for once.
I have too much business to see here. Here in Rome. I can't leave now.
That's right. The winery is going so well. It's difficult to run things without you. Of course, dear. Is there anything I can help you with?
I'll come back. Oh, what's this? Okay, we'll do a statue of Minerva. For the Legion emblem. choose this one. Legion colors. That one. The emblem on shields carried by yourself and your Praetorians. Okay, that should be sufficient.
Excuse me.
Okay, looks like nothing new here. Okay, so now I have to go to the market.
Have a nice day.
Okay, here it is. Liability.
The noble senator Marcus Aurelius Cotta announces his imminent departure from the city. He will take up his seat in Alexandria as proconsul of Egypt.
Ah, should have been me.
Awe, thank you for coming. Hopefully this matter will be resolved quickly.
Naturally, Praetor, I take matters of justice quite seriously.
An admirable quality fit for a true Roman. This is about your Servus, Secundus. It seems that last night he got quite drunk. In his intoxicated state, he got into a fight with another Servus.
Did he at least win?
With all due respect, Domine, that's hardly the most relevant question we can ask here.
On the contrary, it's actually a surprisingly relevant question. Not only did he win, he broke the other man's arm.
Oh.
If that's true, he surely deserves punishment. Why is Secundus not here to defend himself?
He's your Servus, is he not? His actions fall under your purview and responsibility.
It seems like you've already reached a verdict. Wait, if that's true, he truly deserves punishment.
It is not my place to tell you how you should handle your Servi. I am not a censor. Nevertheless, the punishment of your Servus is not the topic of this hearing.
It seems like you've already reached a verdict.
There's not much to say. The evidence is irrefutable. The other Servus was severely injured, costing his dominus valuable labor. Furthermore, there are criminal charges. This kind of violence is not to be tolerated. The sentence for the first offense will be mandatory. In total, this means you will have to pay 200 denarii to the offended dominus and 100 denarii to the state. Do you contest this ruling?
Of course I do.
This is ill-advised.
On what basis are you contesting the ruling?
Do we even know what makes Secundus attack the other service?
Well, it is a relevant question, actually. Witnesses claim there was a heated exchange and some distasteful claims about the profession of your mother. No matter what the reason is, there is loss of labor.
But that might be an indirect consequence of their actions. A service is supposed to protect his owner.
Perhaps. Some damage was still caused. There's nothing to be gained by resisting legal institutions.
I am merely defending myself. If your claim is not strong enough, maybe it's not right.
Well spoken. You clearly have a good understanding of how the legal process works. Enough talking. My decision is made. You've made a good case, and your arguments are solid. I can't ignore the damage your service has caused, but you will receive a reduced sentence. This time.
Okay,
A
great.
champion fight will occur on the Nones of this month between the legendary gladiators Carpophorus and Garnicus. This entertainment is provided for all the good citizens of Rome by the generous benefactor Marcus Licinius Crassus.
Back to the villa.
Domine.
I've taken care of the payment. There's just one more matter we need to address. Secundus himself.
It seems he can fight. Perhaps he can be of use to us in a different capacity.
An interesting decision. I will see to it that he's trained properly. Domine.
Do you need me?
Okay, I think that's about it. Alright, so I think I should end it for today, and we're going to come back next time.